Now, the big development in the transfer window was Alexis Sanchez off to Manchester United, having looked as if he was going to be a City player. United stepped in. I think they've done a great bit of business, and I think he's a game changer. Would you agree?
Yeah, but at the same time, I think he's a troublemaker. I think
really?
You buy yourself. Yes,
he's captain of Chile. They've won the last 2 South American championships. I always thought he was wholehearted. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
What about his antics in the last 18, 24 months at Arsenal? Was he bothered playing for them?
Was it that long? I thought he sort of down tools a bit in the last 2 or 3 months. I didn't think it went back that far.
Well, I'd go back at least 12 months, because I think when contract talks broke down with Arsenal, I think the attitude of the player changed. I think he was a big problem in the dressing room with the other players. It's not been ideal, or I don't think it showed him in a great light the last 12, 18 months, that he's a hugely talented player. I think there's no doubt about it. I think Man United get a very good player, but I think there's always a potential that because if he sulks at one club, Hamann, I think there's always a chance he does it at the next club. And we've got a situation in Germany with Aubameyang, who wants to go to Arsenal. You know, some of these players got form. They've got history. They've got form.
Yeah.
And if he goes to a place like Manchester United, he's not the top dog. There's other players who are, whether they are more money or not, I don't know, but they're certainly maybe more high profile than him. And I think there's a potential risk that something could happen. On the other hand, I think Arsenal get a fantastic player in Mkhitaryan. He just needs to fulfill his potential. He wasn't really wanted or liked by Mourinho, so hopefully he can galvanise his career at Arsenal. But I think they get a good player, Manchester United, but I wouldn't be as optimistic and positive about the whole thing as you were.
John is shaking his head in disagreement. John?
No, I'm total disagreement. Indeed, he has his opinion. I have my opinion. I'm total disagreement. I think he laid down tools not 22 years ago. I say it's in fairly recent time, because he wanted to get away. Excuse me. And there was nothing happening at Arsenal. And any time he played, I think he's give everything. I think he's been a great player for Arsenal. Now, I know there are troubles, as happens in all clubs now. If a player wants to get away, there he's going to play up a bit. I think he did play up a bit, but I think this is bad business for Manchester City. I think it'll come back to haunt them. I think he'd play for Manchester United. I think he'd be a great player for Manchester United. It's like a 6-pointer, in my opinion, Eamon. You know, not only has he gone, he hasn't gone to Liverpool. No. He's gone to Manchester United. I think this is a boost for Manchester, a real boost for Manchester United.
I do too.
I think it's a boost for Mourinho, who was complaining about not spending the money. I think publicly they've made a statement. We are there with the best. We're going to do what we need to do, and we'll spend if we have to spend. Tini referred there to Coutinho going from Liverpool. You know, Coutinho is our leading player, Eamon. He's gone.
Yeah.
Right. Sanchez has gone to Manchester. Well, City definitely wanted him. I think he would have been sensational at City. And City, he's gone to Manchester. Our nearest rivals. I think it's given Manchester United a huge boost. I think he'll be a great player. I think he is a great player, actually, and I think he'll be a great player for Manchester United.
Now, Didi, I actually agree with John. With Chile going back, quite a long time, several years, he's been captain. They're a small nation. His guts, even in the Confederation Cup, which is Mickey Mouse last summer, still gutsy, very gutsy player. Wouldn't you agree?
No, I agree. I agree 100%, and you can see even in the Confederations Cup how much it means to them to play for their country. So, yes. No, I wouldn't take that off him. That he's a very proud man and very proud to captain his country. I just had a problem because I need to look that up myself now, but I'm pretty sure that it goes back longer than 2-3 months, or even longer than 6 months. And I think even Wenger said in one of his interviews that he has been a distraction. Now, when player want to leave, or when he's got a chance to go to City or United, if you look where Arsenal is at the moment, I think you have to have sympathy for him, because if he wants to win the league, he won't do that at Arsenal in the next few years. So I think that's acceptable. The way he's gone about it, I'm not too sure.
Could I ask you, Didi, about the balance, what John referred to, which again I agree with, that he changes the balance between City and United, and United are likely to be the challengers to City over the next 2 or 3 years, because Chelsea look like they've gone into meltdown, Arsenal are in meltdown, Liverpool have Klopp. So who's left? Now, if City were playing United tomorrow and Sanchez is playing for United, I think Sanchez would damage City at the back.
Potentially, yes. Of course, it's in a way it's a game changer, because not only does it not make City stronger if they had got him, it makes the biggest rival, or at the moment probably the only rival if they have one, makes them stronger. Remains to be seen. It's a different team. He had more or less a role where he could do what he wanted at Arsenal. I'm not sure whether that's the case at Manchester United, because Mourinho wants to defend, and I'm not saying he doesn't want to defend. He's a workhorse, but he'll have different areas where he has to play and where he has to defend. And I think he'll get a lot more defensive responsibilities, a different team. And then you've got a free-flowing team in Arsenal who create plenty of chances, even at the worst of times. Now, United is not really a team that does create that many chances. So, I'd be a bit more cautious than you two.
Okay.